All right, guys, digologists and dime detective, we're back out in the woods doing what we love the most, and that's digging holes in the ground.
On Christmas morning.
It is Christmas morning. Merry Christmas to everybody. We've been scouting through these small saplings here, and you'd be surprised at the stuff that's here. This used to be farmland, and apparently they just threw some seed down one day and said, forget it. But we got a couple things I want to show you. Check this out. Well, there's dime detective hiding behind a tree. Swinging around. Uh-oh, you got something? I landed this. This was a 14-15 on the Knox. It looks like some type of rivet. A long stud coming through it. Not a very great find, but we're getting some targets back here. That's the good news. All right, we'll keep on going. All right, dime detective, what are you finding, man?
It's a garment hasp.
Yep.
Sometimes I call these a brassiere hasp. I'm not sure if it went to their stockings or brassiere, bras, whatever, but
Yeah.
it's a garment hasp, but I call it a brassiere hasp. Not sure what this is. Really not sure on that, but
Okay. That is the big winner right there. What year is that, man?
1909, no mint mark, which means it's Philadelphia wheat penny.
A 1909 first year wheat penny. That's the. They actually made a 1909 Indian head, I think, at the same year.
Probably.
But this is the first year, and if it had an S mint mark, it would be a valuable coin. But it is still a great find, first year wheat penny. All right, and me, I'll just bring mine down here. Excuse my mess here. Hold that for me. We're not sure what this is yet. It looks like something's folded up. I thought maybe it was a shotgun shell, but I gotta clean it up. I got a little rivet, and this little thing right here, I don't know what it is. It came up 8 to 10. You see that?
Like a chunk of lead. Could be a bale seal.
It might be a chunk of lead. It might be a small bale seal, but that's what I've found so far. And some of these, oh, here's one more thing. We're not sure what this is. It looks like some type of pin. It came up really nice and loud. I thought it was a. All right, caught up with Dime Detective, and he found another relic. What you got?
It's an old bale seal. It says VA in the middle of it.
I can see the VA clearly. Look at that.
Probably, I could say for certain it's more than 50 years old. I'd say it's closer to 100 years old.
Yep, that could have been like a seal to identify the destination of where the either the seed or the cloth was going. Sometimes these were used on cloth, but that's most likely a seed bale seal. All right, great find, dude. Congrats. Well, this is just to give you an idea of what we're swinging in. You see these little saplings are really close together, but you can get around them. It's just it's a little tough and time consuming, but knowing that these are so young, that this used to be open, and it's a possibility for any kind of relics in here. Coins, bullets, you just never know. We're just going to keep on swinging. Yeah, see that hole? Sometimes you get a really good signal and you hope for the best. Then you end up with one of these. Modern day bullet. I think I'm going to weigh this and then multiply it to see how many it would take to make 1 pound of dirty brass. And dirty brass is selling for over $2 a pound, I'm pretty sure. But I would say it would probably take 30 or 40 of these to make 1 pound, maybe longer, maybe more. All right, let's keep on going. All right, Dime Detective found something really cool. What do you got, man?
That's a belt buckle.
Look at that thing.
That's what I would call a plain old belt buckle, just like a plain old button. Unfortunately, when I got out of the hole, I broke that off.
Ah, that's okay. That is cool.
I don't know if I showed you this earlier.
All right.
I got so excited with everything going on here. But that says towelette. It is from a talcum powder jar from like 1930s, 1920, 1930s.
Oh, that's cool.
So judging by, it's weird because there's a Chinese railroad camp that I found some Chinese coins at, and railroad spikes.
Uh-oh, let's cut off this. Sorry, guys.
That we suspect when the railroads went in here was the late 1800s. Then you find things like this, early 1900s, and then you find the license plate over there.
Yep.
It says 1958.
Kind of dates the place, and
Yeah, and you find the bottle over there, 1900 to 1934. So there's definitely something here in the early 1920s, but there was also some sort of camp here in the late 1800s, and then the license plate, you know, there was something here around 1960s.
oh, that's sweet. Well, he found a buckle, and I found something down here that I'm digging out. On all I can see right now is a roundish edge. It could be junk, but it could be something cool. We'll get back with you on that. All right, man, congrats on those finds. Well, the thing I was digging turns out to be a damper from an old wood stove. You see here on the back. He found a leg to an old wood stove, and I found a damper. And it could be several pieces of it out here. I believe what we've stumbled upon in this area is a trash pit from old farm days, because we're pulling some really weird stuff out of here. All right, guys, let's keep on going. All right, see that hole? Here's what I got. Flat button. Now, I couldn't make out any design on it. It's just scratched up. But it has a fully intact shank, and it's not broken. So far that seems to be my best find of the day. Hoping for better, but I'm not mad at this. All right, let's keep on going. All right, you got a 1718 in this hole right here, and this came out of it. It looks like a furniture corner. Maybe it goes on the corner of a table or a chest, but that is some fancy stuff there. That is cool. This is back in the day when they used to make really nice ornate things. And I have a theory that it was harder to get people's money. So you had to make something that was very appealing. You probably wouldn't see anything like this on furniture today. But this is really nice. I think that's a cool find. All right, we're going to swing our way back to the trucks and hopefully find some good stuff along the way. Thanks for sticking by. Well, this hole gave me a 13-14 on the Knox, and I swung it way over here. I haven't even looked at what it is, but I believe that's a nickel. We're going to find out. Could be a button. What do we have here? Yep, it is a Jefferson nickel. And it came up right numbers. All right. All right, while me and Dime Detective have been separated in the woods, he's pulled up a few things. What you got?
So this is New Icy Bottling Company.
Wow.
And it says at the bottom of it, Norfolk, Newport News, Virginia. And when you Google it, New Icy Company was in business from about 1900 to about 1933, 1934. So that's old.
That is a very unique looking bottle. You just don't see those. This is the first time I've ever seen a bottle look like that. That's definitely a keeper. Yep. What else you got?
1958, Virginia.
1958, when they used to put, used to emboss the letters on there.
Yeah.
I guess you had to get a new plate every year with a new number. And he's got something up here. Looks like
this is stove leg. We found this a couple of years ago. It's always propped up against a tree out here, but
yeah, like an old wood stove leg. That's pretty neat. You'd be surprised this kind of things you find out here. And then you got this right here.
And this is Long Light 64 lipstick. And when you Google it, you get a bunch of things on eBay that come up around 1960s.
1960s.
And you could still get refills for these.
Well, that's pretty cool. You say it's called Long Life?
Long Light.
Long Light lipstick.
LONGLITE 64.
All right. Cool stuff, man. Let's keep on going. All right, looks like Dime Detective strikes again on the lids. What is that?
Another talcum powder lid.
All right, so you got a matching one. That's cool.
Almost. Matching as in
As in same brand, but not
Not
same
looks.
condition. All right, that's cool stuff, man. Old vintage talcum powder. All right. Well, I found this old cast iron pot, and Dime Detective found this old spoon bowl. I brought this pot over here to show him, and he pulled this out of the ground as I got here. You see it's broken on the side. There's the legs on the bottom. Don't ask me to date this, but it's probably early 1900s or maybe late 1800s. How it got out here, who knows? All right. Well, I got a 1819 there, and it was pretty loud, and I'll tell you why. I believe that's Civil War era. It's got a flat end on it. I can't positively ID it, but it does have the grease grooves. We call them 3 ringers. This one here looks like it might have 4 or 5 rings. See if I can ID it. Hey guys, Digologist with you here. I'm out in the woods with Dime Detective, and we got a guy from our club. His name is Billy, and we're hunting some woods that we checked out. The new guy finds the best thing ever, and I'm gonna show it to you right now. All right, guys, you're not gonna believe this one. Check out Billy's smile.
I'll try to quit grinning.
Look at this eagle breastplate. I've been hunting 12 years and hadn't found one of them. He comes into the woods with us for what, the first time?
Yeah, well,
First time
this
ever.
is the second time.
Second time. And
2 tin cans,
Yeah.
a door latch, and a breastplate.
An eagle breastplate. All right, man, that is awesome. Congrats on that find. Let's keep on hunting. All right, guys, me and Dime Detective had a pretty successful hunt today, I would call it. What about you?
Yeah, I'd
Heck
say
yeah.
it was decent.
Yeah, so let's go over what he found first.
So start up here, spoon without the handle, talcolette, talcum powder jar lids. I believe it could be like 1930s from what I preliminarily Googled. An old bottle. It's not very thick, so it's kind of odd.
It's got a purple tint to it, or is it
It does
clear?
have a purple tint to it.
That's nice.
Belt buckle, and when I pulled it out of the hole, that came off, but it's just a plain old belt buckle. This says New Icy, and at the bottom it says Norfolk Newport News. It's New Icy Bottling Company. They were in business from 1900 to about 1934. Some old pieces of pottery that came out of one of the holes. Looks like it might have some writing on there that might help me identify and put a date to these.
Okay.
I think this is probably like an old milk jug lid.
Okay.
1909
Wheat penny.
wheat penny,
Yeah.
which is the first year minted, and I think the last year for the Indian heads.
Yep.
So that would be late 1909. I think this, at first I was thinking it was a grommet, but I think it was one of the fabric knitted buttons where they would go back and forth with the fabric. That, I call that a brassiere hasp or brassiere buckle, but
Yeah,
probably just a garment fastener. And I don't know if it was like a bra or
Garter,
a
maybe.
corset, or just don't know. This, I'm not 100% certain, other than it's similar size and shape to that, but I don't think that that has anything to do with that. This says Long Light 64, and if I Google this, it comes up around 1960, and you can still get refills for these.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Bale seal that says Virginia on it, or VA in the middle of it. I'll have to look that up, see if I can find out on the bale seal identifier. I thought at first this is a chain link, but it's not. It's part of a horse bridle, is what that is.
Right, nice.
And then this says 1958 Virginia on it. I want to try to, I think this might be one of the things I do electrolysis on. I don't do it on a lot of things, but I may just try it on that just to get a date on it.
Okay, let's go with me now. All right, it looks like I got, I'm thinking this is an old knife. It's so corroded I can't really tell, so I'm gonna try to clean it up some more. It's really heavy. This is like the corner of a table, like furniture hardware. It's really fancy. Back in the day when people made really fancy stuff. Just a nut, a square nail, Jefferson nickel. Got a couple rivets here. 1 3-ringer. This thing right here, which is some type of crimping thing. I'm not sure what that went on. This is no idea on that. A couple bale seals, a colonial flat button, and this right here, I have no clue. I don't know if that was part of farm equipment or if that was part of a gun. If anybody's ever seen this, would you please drop me a comment, and I will be doing some research as well. All right, guys, that wraps up for me and Dime Detective. Thanks for watching this week, and we'll be back next week with some more relics.